before we get started, be sure to check out my Airbit store if you want to use any of the presets that I have. They'll be all posted down below in this link. And yeah. Yo, welcome people. It's Morty here. I'm gonna be showing you how to emulate.
Make it out west, slang it out west. Go metallic knife, I can shake it out west. Just wanna drill. The vibes so wavy used to our. Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside when they pull up. Let's go. We see the hype outside, right from the house. Took it straight from outside, straight to the couch. She fill my mind up with ideas.
Travis Scott's, and I know this is kind of a weird angle, but I'm just trying different styles of videos now. I'm gonna be shooting with a camera because maybe y'all like that. I'm just trying to build a more personal connection between me and you. All right, so if y'all enjoy any of my new type of setup or whatever, comment down below, tell me that you like it. Hopefully that makes me want to do more videos. So we're gonna be learning how to sound like Travis Scott today, and what I use to build this is mainly going to be using stock plugins. A few plugins will be waves, but they're all optional. And the only one that's not optional is Antares Autotune. So you can get this plugin from Antares websites. I'll leave a link down below, and it's not for $400. I'll be using the subscription service. I think it's Autotune Unlimited, and it comes with a bunch of other plugins. So yeah, we'll be using that plugin to get that auto-tuning effect sound that Travis Scott has. And this is not how to sound like his voice, but it's how to sound like his effects wise for all those people who don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be showing you the song I make with it. I'm gonna show the effects, and then I'm gonna show you how this sounds with other beats, so like type beats, like Travis Scott type beats. I'm gonna show you how my vocal sounds on them. So make sure you wear your headphones for that part. And on to FL Studios. All right, so here we are in FL Studios. I'm gonna be showing you how the song sounds. This is just a little song that I made. The intro sounds very much like Travis Scott type sound. Put your earphones on so you can hear the nice sound.
Holding drinks, I get higher like a goat. I am back and she wanna fucking roll. Pop these beans, I just wanna get loose. Pop these beans, I just wanna get loose.
Alright, so that was me showing y'all what I did with this preset that I have here. And let me show you how I record the preset. So right here we have our recording preset that we use to record all our vocals. So only thing that we have that's active is going to be autotune. And here it is. It's Autotune Pro, EFX, and it has our retune speed all the way up. Humanize 0, retune speed all the way up to 0. And you want to make sure you know the key and scale the song. So once you start getting your vocals tracked out onto the playlist, you want to go ahead and send them to mixer number 9, and that is my main vocal effect mixer. So here's how the vocals sound without all the effects on, besides autotune.
Holding drinks, I get higher like a goat. I am back and she wanna fucking roll. Pop these beans, I just wanna get loose. Pop these beans, I just wanna get loose.
So as you can see, it sounds very cloudy and not appealing at all. And we want it to sound very crispy. We want it to sound auto-tuney, which we already have that effect, but we're gonna emphasize it by clearing up the vocal, and as well as have the vocal nice and compressed and up front. So first thing we do with the vocal is we add a limiter, and we're gonna use this limiter to compress our vocal slightly and just have it control some of the dynamics in the vocal.
Holding drinks, I get higher like a goat.
It's probably not even compressing the vocal at all. I don't think I even put the threshold down enough, but that's fine. Just put the threshold right barely above your vocal peaks. Next thing we have here is a Fruity Parametric EQ. This is going to be clearing up the bottom end of our vocal, making it less bassy, and it's also going to be taking out some of the low mids and that rumble frequency, along with some of the boxiness of our vocal as well. Next thing we have here is a Fruity Maximus. We're going to be using this as a sound goodizer, so we set it to the preset of sound goodizer number B, and it's going to just lift our vocal up, make the body of the vocal thicker, more juicier and tasty, right? And it's going to sound good. Now we're going to have another limiter, and this is going to be controlling it just a little bit more, as well as just giving us a certain type of sound. If you have a de-esser, you can use this to de-ess some of the top end S sounds of your vocal, but you don't have to have it. And then I'm going to do a little boost from the bass part of our voice, just to get the proximity effect that Travis Scott has by just sitting close to his microphone. And I don't know why I didn't do that when I was recording, but I had to fix it post-recording. So yeah, that's what that's for. So when I turn them all on, it sounds like this. Now it doesn't sound appealing, right? So I'm gonna route my vocal to a vocal bus, and this bus is gonna be routed to a master track, or the master track of the song. Most of y'all kind of get confused when I route, but all the routing is just making you able to control the vocal more by adding more effects onto another insert, thus feeding your vocal into that insert with more effects on it. Alright, so the vocal bus has a sound goodizer again, so we're adding more goodizer to the sound. And now we're going to be using another preset called vocal presence to give us a high-end boost. Now if you have a RVox, I would set it here. Mono, I don't know why I use mono. I should be using stereo on my bus. I compress it, and all it does is just increase the volume and this type of sound that the vocal has. It just makes it sound more compressed and more fuller. But you don't need it. It's purely optional. That's why I have a sound goodizer there. But adding them both on makes it sound nice. And I have a chorus settings, which you don't need to have on unless you want that sound. So this is how it sounds with it on.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat. I am bad and she wanna fucking roll.
I barely even had RVox on. It wasn't even doing anything pretty much. It was just giving that little edge of sound that I wanted. Now most of y'all may not even hear it, but yeah, that's how it sounds. So we're gonna be feeding this intro vocal, which could also be used as a main vocal. Either or is fine. You can use either or for yourself. But our vocal are gonna be feeding into a high and crisper. I throw this in. I made this a long time ago to make your voice more crispier and clearer. So let me show you how that sounds and how it sounds affecting the vocal real time.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat. I am bad and she wanna fucking roll. Pop these beans, I just wanna get.
So as you can see, it gives you that brightness of the vocal. So you can just blend that into taste, and that's it. You set it and forget it pretty much. So I'm not gonna show you the effects on that because I have a whole other video on that. I'll leave a link to that at the very end of this video, so you can recreate it or just buy it for $1 on my store and then just drag and drop it in, or just get this preset and it has it with it. So next thing we have is Reverb.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat.
And what we have on there is our long decay time, dryness all the way down, wetness almost all the way up, and we just clear off some of the highs and the lows. We get that down, and yeah, we cut some of the low offs, some of the highs. We don't want it to compete with the song. Next thing we have here is our delay. Everything is gonna be based off the tempo. So if you get the project file, mixing file template, you wanna make sure you set the BPM to whatever your song is correctly. Otherwise, everything is gonna be off.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat. I am bad and she wanna fucking roll.
So what we have here is delay 3, and we just have it set to time 4 at this little spot right here, and make sure it's on tempo sync, and everything else is pretty much the same. You can lower down the level of the feedback if you want, and that's up to you. You can have ping pong or stereo. I have stereo. And then after that, we have a doubler effect on the delay. So it's just gonna make it sound like very wide pretty much. And it's gonna give you that sound of having the delay in both ears rather than one at a time. So if I turn it off, this is how the delay sounds.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat. I am bad and she.
Like it's a slight difference, but it sounds more stereo filled. To counterbalance that, I have a chorus, that's why. Let me turn that off again and show you.
Holding dreams, I get higher like a goat.
It gives you a nice sound. So yeah, there's that. And that's pretty much it. All right, so now is the fun parts of the video. I'm gonna be showing you how this effect sounds with other types of beats. I'm just gonna do little freestyles here and there. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for using any of these beats that everybody makes on YouTube. And let's get into that part now. All right, so here I am. I open up the recording templates, and this is how you pretty much use it when it comes to using my presets. You open up the zip file directly with FL Studios, and we're gonna go ahead and just find some beats. Here I have a whole beat list from BeatStars. I'm just gonna play anything. Alright, 128. just make it stand up to make you blah blah blah. Alright, I don't wanna get copyrighted.
Walking up the stairs, if I could just find
yeah, I also have a distortion effect on from Waves. You don't need it. You can find distortion effects for free everywhere else. But I use it. And one more beat now. 37. I have a evil effect using double R. Am I going insane? Up on the range and singing on the range. I might go insane. Might go insane. Yeah, I might go insane. Alright guys, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you. Hopefully I showed everything that I did in this tutorial. If not, drop a comment down below, tell me what I missed to explain. But this was me making a Travis Scott video for the very first time in my career. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Comment down below and say who you want to see next or what type of video you want to see from me. Peace guys.
All we wanna do is get high.